Good evening, Colorado. Another check-in with our mobile storm tracker. So this is I-25 southbound near the Interquest exit, and the roads are just wet at the moment, but the precip is falling as snow. Our road temperatures are just way too warm to be supporting snowfall accumulation on the roads quite yet, but that will be changing tonight. We'll stay out with the mobile storm tracker the rest of the evening to keep you updated on those road conditions. But a little bit further north into Monument, this is Highway 105. Community banks of Colorado, I'd consider this moderate to even periods of heavy snowfall in northern El Paso, southern Douglas County. And I'd say even in the past hour, they've probably accumulated an inch of snow on some of the grassy spots. And that's where you're going to be seeing at least most of the accumulation because, again, once the snow is just hitting the asphalt, it's melting right away. And current radar shot, once you get south of Colorado Springs, all of that snow changes back over into rain. And Pueblo, you're actually going to be hanging on to rainfall for a better portion of the night tonight, even until about midnight to 3 a.m. That's when you're going to get the change over into snowfall. So good amount of rain headed towards Pueblo, but closer to Colorado Springs, this rain-snow mix right on top of the downtown area, but towards Fountain, mostly rain showers. And north of that, north of about Fillmore, we're starting to run into the heavy line setting up towards Woodman and I-25 and up into Black Forest and Monument. All of that precip is falling as snow. So that's where you're going to be getting some of the heavier snowfall totals. And so these are another check at our snowfall rates. And these shades of red are indicating heavy snowfall. And these darker shades of red towards Highway 83, that's at about 1 to 2 inches per hour of snow accumulation and less than an inch per hour on the north side of town in Colorado Springs. Since we are dealing with the rain and snow, we're not getting a ton of accumulation, and it's because of road surface temperatures way too warm. The specific heat capacity of the ground is quite high, so it could take a while for Colorado Springs and even the north side of town to be seeing those temperatures down in the low 30s, which would support snow accumulation on the roads. And that really won't happen until early tomorrow morning, so the worst time to be on the roads is probably before 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. Then once the sun comes up, it'll warm things up just a bit, and then even by tomorrow noon hour, our conditions should improve drastically, but we'll get into your futurecast here in a second. 37 in Colorado Springs, 55 still in Pueblo, pretty warm across Highway 50 in locations above about 7,000 feet. Those are all the spots where we're seeing those winter storm warnings. Then below 7,000 feet in El Paso County, they change over into advisories as our snow accumulation totals are not quite as high. So once we get into the 7 o'clock hour, some of these rain bands across the eastern side will set up and you're getting continuous snowfall north of Colorado Springs. And then by 9 p.m., all of that precip will change over to snow in the Springs and even push towards Pueblo. But again, Pueblo 3 a.m. rolls around. You're getting a thin band of rainfall as temperatures should be in the mid-30s by that time. So it should be a rain-snow mix. Then after 6 a.m. changes over to snow completely. And even some heavier rain showers across the southeastern side and then briefly changing back and forth from rain to snow. So these accumulation totals out in Springfield and Lamar are a huge question mark. It's just a couple degrees makes all the difference between a few inches of snow and just a ton of rain. And then by 1 p.m. for tomorrow afternoon, we might actually get a brief period of sunshine, but I do anticipate mostly cloudy through tomorrow afternoon, and all of our rain and snow in Colorado Springs comes to an end by about 1 p.m. So here are your snow accumulation forecasts. 2 to 4 in Colorado Springs. The further north you get, the more you'll see. 4 to 8 in Monument, similar Woodland Park. 3 to 6 in Peyton, 1 to 3 in Fountain. Traveling further south, Pueblo at 2 to 4 inches of snow. Then the wet mountains are favored with this event. 3 to 6 in Canyon City, 4 to 8 in Colorado City. So if you're traveling north of Colorado Springs or south of Pueblo, that's where you could run into most of your travel issues. 4 to 8 in Kim, eastern Los Animas County. Heavy rain mixing to heavy snow at times. 2 to 4 in Springfield. Here's your 7-day forecast. I'm going to fly through this one. I thought the accumulation was more important than the 7-day, but it is a very active week ahead. We do have some snow chances for your Tuesday night, Wednesday morning, but in general, this event tonight and tomorrow is the heaviest snowfall event that we'll see this week, but on and off rain and snow chances really through our Friday, as Thursday is the only day where we're going to be staying mostly dry.